Hey, Miss Womble. Yeah, I'm going to be waiting on a few more people to get in here. I know UDM is still doing his live, and I know some of my folks that come in here over there. How are you guys doing tonight? Hey, now y'all get to see my face. You get to see my face behind all the shenanigans that I post. But yes, the Kakiyaki crew. And they serve sausages and not the food kind. Yeah, Womble, I was in your live stream pretty much that whole entire time last night. And then I got up early this morning and was on Tim's. I had a really good day today. And as soon as I get my live done and over with tonight, I think I'm going to go to the Waffle House and have some breakfast foods. I seen a vehicle today. It was a Hyundai. It was the Ioniq or whatever, the 6. And the rear end of it looked like a Porsche, like the old Porsche Boxsters. I thought it was pretty neat, but can't Hyundai come up with their own designs and not copy other people? I know Hyundai and Kia have been doing that for years. Like some of their Genesis lines, it's looking like Mercedeses and Lexuses and stuff, and nothing can compete. Well, maybe a Mercedes. I mean, those aren't very reliable. Well, it depends on which way you look at it, which ones. Are y'all out doing proxy picks? Are y'all done? Y'all going live tonight? I'm not a sports broadcaster, but I do enjoy sports. You know what? I do want to wrench up Womble here. I'm gonna wrench up Mr. Womble. Oh, the chicken salad chick. Yeah, I've got one of those up here in my area, and I've not been there yet. Well, Rewind Studios, I'm sorry that's going on, but this is not the place for that. Oh, I see Gigwise is in here. But I look at it this way. If somebody came in your house unannounced, throw them out by their ears. That's what you do. Just chunk them out. But you can go have a nice discussion about that in the Troll Lounge. Well, I guess you're still awake there, Tim. The Lord Corn Trollio. Miss Womble, is your husband still here? If so, tell him I wrenched him up. Well, thanks for the subscription. Yeah, I was just telling Mr. and Miss Womble because, well, Mr. Womble definitely, he's into cars. And I was telling him about the car I seen today, that Hyundai, that Ioniq 6, and how it looked like a Porsche on the rear. And Gigan was on Discord earlier and said he had seen one earlier, and it looked the same. Yeah, Miss Womble, let him know that I wrenched him up in here, so he's a moderator as well. Are y'all going to do a live tonight? Or has he even discussed that yet with you guys? Or with you? I know I'm going to probably have 1 or 2 more people in here, possibly. I know that UDM has got his live going, and I think it might have gone a little over. Is he in there getting y'all another donut like he did last night? He said no, but we'll see. I just pulled up some pics. I see what you mean about the rear end, but it doesn't look like a Boxster. It's that ugly 4-door Porsche look. Yeah, to me, well, hi, Icy. To me, it looked like a Porsche Boxster on the rear end, like the older ones, like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm not a Porsche guy, but it just had that shaping of it, Tim. Yeah, it just had that shaping of it. That's what it looked like to me anyways. It's starting to get dark out here. Titanic, hi. So for anybody new, I don't know, half of y'all, well, some of y'all I know, but some of y'all new ones that are coming in here that I've never seen in here before, y'all come in here and act right. Be respectful. You can chat, whatever. Be respectful. Don't be on some crazy stuff, because I do have a team in here that will ship you right on out. This is a cool zone to hang out, just talk. I mean, we can talk anything from cars to gig work to the weather. My day has been really, really good. Yeah, quick 932 more subs. Yeah, that's quite a few. But I look at it this way, it'll get there. Yeah, I will get there. I'm gonna start working on I got some different video ideas, and I've learned, or not learned, I've told myself that I'm gonna start taking some Tuesdays off, because I got, you know, there's some things I want to go film, and there's some things that I want to go do, and things like that. A Porsche Panamera, that's what I think the tail end looks like, similar to. Yeah, I'll have to relook at the Panameras. Like I said, I don't know much about, I just know the old Porsche Boxsters, the two doors. Yeah, Womble, you might have been in the store, but I seen a new Hyundai electric car today. That was the Ioniq 6. And to me, it looked like, in the rear end, it looked like a Porsche Boxster, but Tim seems to think it looks like the Panamera. I'd be curious to know what you think, since you're a car guy. I'm a car guy too, but I mean, you got a lot of knowledge with stuff too. And notice you've joined the blue team, even though I'm not blue teaming your channel, but you joined the blue team here. Oh, okay. You're gonna go look. I mean, I think it could be a crossbreed between the two. Because I do see resemblances in it on both sides, but I'm not. I've only seen, yeah, the Panameras. You're a Smurf. You're the Smurf with the wrench, man. Miss Womble said you was in the store, so I'm assuming you was in there getting more donuts tonight. Are you going to do you a live show, as you call them? I know Gigwise was live this morning. We got to go in there and cut up for a little while. I did say something earlier, or I did say something this morning that was going to get reaction out of the chat. And Dashing Womble, you know me. I'll say anything that comes to my mind. I told Tim this morning, even though I was just sitting on my bed watching his live stream, I was like, yep, I'm watching you from the toilet. Oh, you was in there this morning? So you probably seen me being a smarty pants in there then. As I am everywhere. I gotta go spread my intelligence all over the place. So no live show for you tonight, huh? Okay. Yeah, Womble, I was gonna do it last week, but then, well, this week, I was gonna take Tuesday and go do some filming of some different things, and I did not, and I need to do that this coming week. I'm just gonna take Tuesday off, and I'm gonna do some things I want to do. There's a new store I want to go check out that a couple of my buddies have. I like to call it a man store because they got, you know, ammo and different things in there. Third XM. Okay, what's the XM? If you're talking about Sirius XM, I got some of that in the car too. Yeah, me and Womble, we'd be talking about my car in some of his live streams, and he thinks my car's nice. Finally got a haircut. Looking good, brother. Yeah, yeah. C-Dub, I did get a haircut. And I shaved all the gray that I had all over my face off last night. Yeah, I said it does have a Porsche look to it. I think it might be a crossbreed. Like I said, I see the resemblance now that Tim said something about a Panamera, and I'm like, yeah, it could be a crossbreed between a Boxster and a Panamera. But yeah, it does have that look to it. How are you doing tonight, C-Dub? Yeah, I'm out here sitting in a Target parking lot and chatting with you guys and hanging out. It's an ugly car regardless. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, hey, as they say, there's a butt for every seat, right? In the car world, anyways. There's a butt for every seat. It's a clean look. Yeah, my Camry, I keep it really clean. I got stuff in here right now, but I'm... C-Dub, I had a really good day today, too. I did some DoorDash, and then I did, you know, some orders on Uber Eats today. Uber Eats did really good. Yeah, mine's not a TRD, and mine's not brand new. Mine's a 14. It's got some years on it, but the mileage was right, and it's clean, and it runs really good. And I drove it from my house to Lincoln, Nebraska, which is about 600 miles, to go meet up with Brash, and I was very, very surprised with how excellent a fuel mileage I got. I was getting like 38 on the highway, and when I figured it up total, I spent about $25 in gas to drive at 600 miles. You'd prefer the Ioniq 5 if you was to choose? I'm not a big electric vehicle fan, but the two electric vehicles that I really, 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 really like, I like that Hummer because it crab walks and it's cool looking when it does it. And I really like the new Silverado EV. I really like that Silverado. But of course, you know, you're talking to somebody who's been a Chevy guy pretty much all of his life until they went to garbage with the displacement on demand, you know, the lifters collapsing and flattening cams and all that stuff. But yeah, Gigwise, I like that Hummer. I think it's cool. I've actually got to see one do a crab walk in person. I was like, whoa. The dude was showing it off at a Casey's that I was at one night. And it would be neat to be able to go to some of these dealerships or build some reputations and be like, hey, can I come and do a review, a video review of this thing? Because if so, I would really like to go do a review of the Silverado. I know there's YouTubers that have done that, but yeah, but it doesn't look as cool as the Hummer doing it. I'm not a Cybertruck fan. I call it cyber trash, but it's a trash can on wheels, most definitely. But I like that Hummer. But I would really like to go look at one of them Silverados in person and maybe do a video at a dealership. I'm thinking about contacting one and seeing, hey, can I come do something? Watch my mouth talking about Tesla. Oh boy, a Tesla owner's here. I think the only Tesla I like that I think is really cool is that Model X with the doors that swing up. And then I like the fact that you can make a Tesla pass gas. Rear gull wing doors. Yeah, I like those. I like how they swing up like that. I think that's pretty cool. Now that I do like. They're supposed to bring out another Roadster. Where's Jay Nola? I don't know. Josh, text him. Womble, I do too, man. I think that's the ugliest vehicle. Yeah, well, Tim, you're different. I mean, you're special, so I'll forgive you this time. Yeah, Josh, text Jay Noah. Let's see where he's at. He may have fell asleep. The toasty cyber trash. Hey, there you go. The old square bodies on Chevy trucks. Yeah, that's where it's at. Them were amazing. Oh my God, Josh. Oh Lord. Speaking of that, on Womble's channel, there's a short. It's a place called Kakiaki. And we were in his chat one night on his live stream, and we were talking about the Kakiaki, and he said, I'd hate to go in there. He said, it doesn't, and Miss Womble said it didn't sound too appetizing. And I said, it sounds like a whole sausage fest going on in there. I said, it sounds like a lot of sausages, and I don't mean the food kind either. Yeah, Miss Womble, I seen that short that y'all did on that, on them burned up Cybertrucks with the fire blankets over them. But people be getting wild over there in Kansas City. People do anything over there. The Tesla dealership we have here in Tulsa, it's on a side of town that's really uppity, you know, well-to-do, well-established side of town. But yeah, if y'all have not went and checked out Dashing Womble's short about the Kakiaki, so now every time he does his live streams, I'm saying something. I just prance on up in there. I don't say hi, I just say Kakiaki. But it's some kind of a bar and grill type of restaurant thing that's up there by them, and it's just become a joke now. And the Wombles and I, hopefully here sometime soon, can pull together and go meet at Lambert's and throw rolls and catch thrown rolls and stuff. That'd be fun to do. I'd like to get to see them. So I might make a trip to do that here in the very near future whenever they're ready to go. So, in case anybody hasn't known, I got a banging delivered order this week. The highest paying one I have ever had in the history of me being on delivered. It paid out $213. I delivered $2,038 worth of food. I was worried about it all fitting in my Camry, but I made it fit and I made it work, and I still had a little room to spare. Not much room to spare, but a little bit. You do photo assignments at the Tesla dealership. You were there on St. Patrick's Day. The news reported that they had a few toasty cyber freaks that night. We have before and after pictures. Wow. Cyber freaks. I've never heard them called that, but that's pretty funny. Yes, a lot of food for sure. And in case anybody doesn't know, Agent Otto, that is another account that Dashing Womble has, talking about cars, and that's one of his videos or his YouTube channels there. Because he's a car guy as well. It's the old it's the old geezer too. The Englishman Santa Claus. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm going to talk gig work. I'll talk about cars. I'll talk about the weather. I'll talk about, like I told everybody, if I get up to like 1,000 subs, I might go out and do I might go out dashing during a tornado warning. But that's when I get 1,000 subs. Yeah, I will do something crazy as go do DoorDash in a tornado. I had somebody pull up behind me here and probably wondering what I'm doing, sitting here talking to myself, twiddling my thumbs. I don't know if I'd call you an old geezer, though. No, Josh, I'm not going to do that. No. I think I would break the internet if I did that. Well, you know what? If I come all the way to Kansas City, we're going to have to go to the Kakiaki. Me, you, and Miss Womble. And see what it really is about. You've been called worse. I mean, I could come all the way to Kansas City sometime and maybe we can all brave that Kakiaki place. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what they got going on in there. But it still could make for some good content. I'm on my own with that venture. I mean, hey. Afraid of being shot? Oh, yeah, because you did say it's not in a good area of town. Well, I guess we can just have it as a running joke. But, there's a but. I do not go anywhere not prepared. Just saying. I do have a way to protect me and my property. And I'm licensed to do it. It really is funny. It's just, I think I've went back and I've watched that short on that place probably more times than I've watched anything. Hey, Lisa's here. You don't know what's going to happen to it at the Kakiaki. Oh. Hey, I'm a crazy kind of guy. When you mess with crazy, you get crazy. Yeah, I seen that he was still live. Oh, Womble, I don't think I would sit. I would stand. I would stand and keep my guard up. You missed that live again? Yeah, it's still in there somewhere. Well, we talk about it every live stream that he does, but he does have a short on the Kakiyaki. Um, when he was going to do our proxy picks, he passed it, and we have really made jokes. Oh, you missed UDM's live. Yeah, I did too. I had that delivery that went 15 miles up the road, and it went to the town where one of my really good friends lives, and I stopped by his house for a little bit, and then I got back down here for my live stream. Yeah, Lisa, you ain't missing much over here. I mean, if he's still partying it up over there, we know UDM. I'm just a talking head. But yeah, you was innocent until you wasn't. I bet you Miss Womble would beg to differ because from the sounds of it, she doesn't think you're always all that innocent. But I could be wrong. It's a party up in here tonight. We've got the Wombles, we've got Tim, we've got Lisa, we've got Josh talking about me scratching my rear end after I get 1,000 subs on camera. But no, I would break the internet doing that. Shoot, the internet might slap me on the hand and be like, you can't do that. He never is innocent. I kind of figured as much. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Oh, you quit working and went home and passed out cold, huh? Yeah, you need to figure something out and get that arm checked out, girl. Get you a doctor's appointment set up because you don't want to strain it any more than it's already strained. And with that being your dominant hand or your dominant arm and hand, because see, I'm left-handed too, so I do everything with my left hand. And my mom, she's ambidextrous. She can write with her left and write with her right. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Lisa, it's probably time to get that checked out. You might just need something as simple as a anti-inflammatory or something prescribed to you to kind of get that. There might be some inflammation in the tissue in there, somewhere. But yeah. And I know how heavy catering bags can get too, lugging them things around, boy. Especially with me and Payway. Oh, and that Panda stuff is pretty heavy too. I did that one catering order this week from Panda Express. I think that's the first time I've ever picked up Panda. I don't remember picking up a Panda other than doing DoorDash and Uber Eats out of there, but their food was packed pretty heavy too. I know you don't like doctors, but I mean, if they can just kind of go in there and be like, hey, you know, you got a little bit of inflammation, let's give you something to calm that down, like some Celebrex or something, you know, whatever. Whatever helps you out so you can work. Has brought the cops where? Hey, is there some more Kansas City shenanigans going on over there? Yeah, Dashing Womble, I think I picked up the whole Panda that day. As Charlie likes to call it, Panda Not So Express. Credits go to him on that saying. Yeah, and when Panda does their catering orders, they got these plastic containers, and I made sure they were only like stacked 2 deep in their plastic bags, and you know, and I put them in my catering bags and stuff, but I did it to where one bag was on one side, the other was on the other, so I wasn't overloading it. And them plastic containers get so hot they collapse. They are horrible, Lisa. I found that out when I was doing it. You know what? Like I said, I delivered that whole order and was leaking. And I did apologize to the recipient profusely, and I was like, you know what? I want to show you guys something. I'm gonna get out of the car because I know Lisa wanted to see it, and I think I did a YouTube video on it, but Brush Dasher Charlie did something for me and sent them to me for Christmas. Right there. And then right back here on my back window, whoop, wrong mount. Yeah, Lisa, now you got to see my stickers that I have on my car windows. Yeah, they melt. Yeah, I like them too. And he also, I'll text you a picture of that, but he made it out of wood, and it's painted white, and then he's got my logo, my J-Twist Nader Alley Gigs, on a deal that I can hang on the wall in my house, and it's hung by like this little rope thing. Yeah, that's what he sent me for Christmas, and Brush is cool. Charlie's awesome. And I'm glad that I've got to build a really good friendship with him through YouTube, and got to go spend time with him and hang out with him. And but yeah, I like those stickers. I do. Well, the decals. He actually made those on a cry cut machine. I think he said he did it. How he said he did it. Tonight's dinner for me is going to be kind of simple and not so expensive. I'm going to go to Waffle House tonight. Get something like that done for your Discord. You know what? I can talk to him. Send me something that you want. Maybe I could talk to him and we can get something for you. I mean, he can send them to me, and I could either send them to you or wait till I see you when you come to Oklahoma. How I got those, I was kind of joking around in a stream one night when he was talking about the Cricut stuff that he does, and he's been playing around with it. And I told him, I said, well, I got this new car. I said, I'd like some window decals. And I was just with it, and then he was like, okay. I'm like, really? And then he made those up, and he asked me for my mailing address, so I gave him my P.O. box and stuff, and he sent all that to me. It was funny because it was Christmas Eve, and I think the post office was closing early, and he goes, no, I want you to have it by Christmas. And I was already up here in Tulsa, which I live 45 minutes away, and I had to drive all the way back to where I live, go to the P.O. box before they closed. No, I think it was the day before Christmas Eve. Yeah, they were closing early, day before Christmas Eve. And I had to drive all the way back down there, get that, and then come all the way back. But I'm glad I did, because that plaque thing that he made and those decals were in that. Oh yeah, Lisa, I can get with him and stuff, but just decide what you want, get with me, and I'm sure I'll see you either in Oklahoma or Missouri. And we can get it here, and then I can get it to you. I'm definitely doing Missouri in July. Oh, so for you other gig workers out there, taxes, have y'all done them yet? I've done mine, and I gotta pay the piper. Have you filed them? You got to do extensions. Because I know that's a big thing coming up here. What, Tuesday? The 15th? Yeah. Mine's already filed. I just got to wait and see if the IRS got to accept them, and then I got to pay it. I'm not going to go on a payment plan. I don't want to pay more than what I already owe, because I think they charge interest so much, and I don't want to get that far behind on stuff like that. But yeah, Lisa, we can get you something. Just all you got to do is tell me what you want and when you decide it. For all those that are into Discords, Gigwise has one, and Rideshare Lisa, or Lisa here, has one. and we all hang out in voice chats all day because that's what makes our days go more sanely. We just all talk to each other. Sometimes we talk a lot of smack, but it's all out of love. We love each other. That's all. It's just, yeah. Which I was a complete butthole one day and left Lisa's Discord, and still trying to ask her for forgiveness and get back into hers. Wrong way, Lisa. Oh, you do? Okay. Womble, I'm gonna look you up, man, and I'm gonna send you a link to Tim's, because shoot, we're in Tim's voice chats a lot, and we just all go in there and we talk. Tim, I thought it was wrong turn, Lisa. I think if Josh was still in here, he'd be having fun with this. So yeah, I will look you up on Discord, Womble. I sure will. But yeah, while we're out working all day, we're sitting in Discord talking. We're complaining about idiot drivers. We're complaining about idiots in general. I had one today that kind of upset me, which I'm not going to really talk about on here because that tends to get people, content creators, in trouble. But let's just say I had somebody that I was delivering to get very unruly with me today, and it was really uncalled for. The second one is a little bit closer. Well, you know, I can't really make fun of Lisa too much for making wrong turns or going the wrong way, because I have been doing that a lot lately myself. Or I just miss my road that I'm supposed to go down, but then sometimes it actually does work out in my favor because I can go hit another road and get there quicker. So maybe I have fate on my side when I miss where I'm supposed to turn. Like, hey, okay, this is going to be a quicker route. I'll take the quicker route so I can go get this dropped off and move on to the next. The Chinese call you Wong Wei Ray. Oh boy, Womble. Oh boy. Which Discord is that one? Oh, is that one for me? I wonder if I can just copy the link. Okay, I went to go click that link, and yeah, it kicked me out. Why don't you text it to me? That'd probably be better. Because I hit that, I was just gonna copy it and then paste it in Discord later, and well, it literally took me to the link and interrupted my stream. I was like, oh no! Oh no, I broke YouTube again. Just like the video I accidentally, the live stream, the whole live stream I accidentally deleted. I'm not technology smart. I don't admit it, or I mean, I admit it. I'm technology dumb. I do know how to work my phone to do the basics like texting, talking, the gig apps, watching video, all that. I can do all that. But you start getting me into more complicated things, like trying to edit a video or whatever. That's why I'm not going to do edits. That's why all my footage is going to be what you see is what you get, and it's going to be as real as it gets. I don't really, for me personally, I don't want to edit videos. I want to come off as real as I can be, as expressive as I can be, but in a more respectable way on saying things, because I know people out there watch, but I feel like editing, you're kind of hiding that, the realness of it. And me, I like to be just raw and uncut. But I may learn how to do some edited videos. I'm going to be talking to Tim, because when I'm up there, that's another thing I want to kind of sit down with him and work on, is learning how to do that. Oh, I do not have a problem with being expressive, and ask people that know me. I mean, if I'm not on YouTube, I can be very expressive and my language can be very bad. Yeah, Tim, I'm eventually going to get monetized, but like I said, I just want to kind of keep it all as real as I can keep it. But what I want edits with is, like, if I record a video and I do something and then I stop it and then I go to do like another scene of something, edits like that still keep it real, but I don't know. I think being real is the best way to go. People will respect you a lot more and being like, well, he's editing and hiding behind the realness of life. No. I mean, if y'all want to know about my life, I can tell you some of the things, except for where I live, my social security number, credit card number, and all that. I won't give all that information out, but I mean, I'm a single guy. I work every day of my life. I go home, and then I wake up the next day and do it again. Yeah, I've seen creators say that the streams don't make much, but right now this is the stepping stone for the watch hours that I need to acquire to achieve my goals. No, I'm never going to beg for those. If those come, great. If they don't, that's fine. I mean, I go out there and make money every day, so and I've super chatted a few channels. Not a whole lot, but I have, because some of them content creators, they don't ask for nothing but us to come in and watch them, or ask us for, an hour of their time to watch one of their streams or live streams or whatever. And these are content creators that I really enjoy watching. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep my chats like like right now. I don't have very many people in here, and I'll be watching them, and I respond to the chats. But now, if I start getting subscribers to where the chats are going, bloom, 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 that might be a little harder to read for me. But I try to kind of respond to individually as a whole to everybody. And that's why I do these live streams, to interact with everybody. Now on my videos and stuff, You know, I'll say what I want to say, but this is these streams every week are going to be interactions between me and the community at large. Oh yeah, your innocence really shows. Your innocence really shows, Womble. CapCut, check it out for editing. I'm going to download the app and I'm going to put that in that folder with all my YouTube stuff that I have in a folder on my device. But see, I'm not going to remember all this outside of chat. So when I come to St. Louis, you and I will sit down and get me the tools that I need. I won't remember all these names. Shoot, I might wake up and forget what I talked about tonight. As Lisa says, I forget a lot of things. Maybe she's right. And I've inherited that from my dad. You do all your editing on your phone? Yeah. I don't have a GoPro. I don't have none of that. All I have is the camera that is on my phone. I don't need a computer. I don't need all that. I mean, I can place the phone in the car if I want to do like right now, I've got a mount in my car. Goodness gracious. I got one that's up here that I mount my phone to, because while I'm sitting in the driver's seat, it's just easier for me to reach up or look over, see the order, reach up and then accept it or decline it, if whichever one is more decline than accepting. And then I've got this one right there on my window for my live streams, and it's steady, but what I can do is I can loosen it up and then it sits up flush against the windshield. You're not looking up my nose. I mean, I can pick it for you if you want me to. I can go dig for gold. Oh, Womble's an iPhone user. Hey, Lisa, you've got another iPhone lover up in here. Do what on a short, Tim? What, pick my nose on a short? There's Tornado Garden. I'm not going to pick my nose on those shorts. I'm an Android guy. I prefer my Samsung products. I'm thinking about adding a second line. Because Discord, DoorDash, YouTube. I want a Motorola Razr. I've seen that they've made a debut. They've came back. They're a smartphone. They're like an Android version, but they look like the Motorola Razr flip phone. I want one of them. I'm going to look into those, so I can have my Samsung and my second line is maybe the Motorola, the Razr. Or I may use the Motorola Razr as my main line if I like that better, and then my Galaxy for other things. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I said, I'm more or less, I know the Android operating system. I played with an iPhone once. I had an iPhone. It was a pay-as-you-go type of thing just to try it, and uh, I couldn't grasp the concept of iPhone. I like how I can just tap a Google Play button, go in there and search for what I want, and download it. Oh, for anybody that does delivered on here, Tim, thanks for saying something. There is a new update out, and the new update has fixed some things. I don't know what all it's fixed, but Tim did say that for better results, or the best results, is to uninstall the app and then reinstall the fresh app instead of just hitting update, because he said that updates just kind of patch. But for Android, iPhone, whatever you use, uninstall the app and then reinstall it. So that's for those of you guys on delivered. There's some tips from Gigwise, because he did mention that this morning, which I need to do, which I probably will do that while I'm eating dinner tonight. I probably need to plug the phone in. There we go. So, yeah, for those of you guys on delivered, just uninstall and reinstall the app. And that way you have the whole entire fresh version. And I really wanted to do a video of that catering order I did of the $2,038 worth of food that I hauled by myself. But I was already crunched for time, trying to get it all bagged up, get it loaded, get it over to the customer, get it unpackaged, get it set up. That's the first very large order that I have ever done like that. And if I can get something like that again, maybe I'll do a video. It was a whole new experience for me, honestly. And I look at it this way, that puts my foot in the door for more opportunities through them like that, because I did go conquer that. And I was more focused on that. I wasn't even, yeah, I was really focused on that. The only issue I had was trying to find the place, and Google Maps and their infinite GPS system failures, sometimes it just really irks me. But I mean, I'm limited to Google Maps and Waze. And I kind of maybe I'm gonna look into an external GPS that's outside of the phone, like a TomTom or a Garmin or something that maybe has different than maps on the, so that way I have more finding skills. And today was a very prime example of that, when I had a customer kind of get pissed off when Google Maps got me completely lost, and the Uber Eats app map got me completely lost. And I tried to tell the lady, I was like, you know, I'm sorry, but this is where it took me, and I know you're not here because I can't find the house number. And she was just very aggravated, as I was very cordial with her, and basically put me down and told me that I was incompetent. Man. I don't want to go into all that. Like I said, you know, maybe she was having a bad day, and I can respect that, because we all have bad days. I mean, even me, I'll say things sometimes that, and that's why I'm out here doing gig work full time, because I left a job just because I told somebody what they could go do to themselves, and walked out the door and didn't feel bad about doing it. So I thought, well, maybe if I work just solely for me, the only person I can get mad at is myself. Well, you guys, it is after 9 o'clock. I'm hungry. This fat boy's got to eat. And I still got a 45-minute drive home, maybe an hour. Yeah, I've got about an hour because I'm sitting on the other side of Tulsa, and then I live outside of Tulsa, so. So does anybody got anything else to say before I end it tonight? I will see everybody back here again next Saturday night, 8 p.m. Maybe I can come back with something to talk about. If not, we'll go with the flow again. We'll call it a go with the flow stream. And I just want to make this a fun thing. And I want to kind of make it a weekly thing to kind of come talk to you guys. But remember, guys, deadline to file your taxes is Tuesday. Get them done. Get them done. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.